Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host LovelyCheesePizza here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Untold Legends Brotherhood of the Blade. And I also need to go put a new load of laundry in, but that's going to have to wait until we're done. So in the last episode, what we were able to do is we went back down into the Wallow Pit in Tornwood Forest, and we destroyed the living hell out of the matriarch that was there. And it was fantastic. She was fucking huge, though. Like, she was at least a good 3 times our size. And so we carved her up like a Christmas ham and let her dissolve into the dirt. And so now, with that said, we've got a whole bunch of items and things that we can sell off to kind of lighten the load. And maybe with that, we might be able to find a new weapon that we can play around with. We're very, very close to hitting, well, we're not close to hitting level 13 on this current bar, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't take very long to get there. We're getting close to being able to dual wield, which once that happens, oh boy, things are going to really, really change a bunch, and it'll be fun. It'll truly be a lot of fun. I'm going to sell off a lot of these rings because we don't need most of them. God, we had a lot of turquoise rings. Sheesh. Give me a break with all that. Okay, and then there's also a pendant, which the one that we have is actually better. So, okay, let's look around, see if we can buy anything cool. We do need to probably have another one-handed weapon on hand, so, when the time comes, we'll be ready. But I don't see anything so far that's really catching my eye here. So I think I'll probably wait. Ooh, jeez. Damn, 61 104. That's not bad. Ooh, this one's almost better. It does have the envenom ability. I've just never really been much of a mallet guy. Like, me personally, I prefer swords. I love swords. I've never really been much of like a mace or mallet or hammer kind of guy, or cudgels, even though, God, look at the damage on that. There's such a huge difference between, the low end and the top end there, and for something that looks like one of those weird, like, BDSM, slapping their ass tools or whatever. Yes, I've seen what they look like. I have not used one, but I've seen what they look like before, and it's weird. Ooh, 18. That almost seems worth it. We have so much dexterity, I feel like we can actually stand to, lose a little bit here for the upgrade in armor. So I say we take that. I say we take it. Ooh. Oh, these are just things that we sold off. Literally all the stuff in here is stuff that we sold. Okay, well, let's sell off the shining whatevers. Yeah, the shining boots. Yeah, look at that. At least we got a little bit more green in there to kind of even things out. To even flow. That note has always bothered me. Alright. I have briefly studied the tome you recovered from the Western Catacombs, and it has revealed some most intriguing things. The tome was written 2 centuries ago by a historian named Aldous. According to Aldous' text, he even once experienced a rising chaos that curiously mirrors the turmoil of the recent days. My illness and dire need for a cure has prevented me from studying the tome any further. Elder Idis has been most gracious in lending me his wisdom on the matter, and has taken over study of the tome. I want you to speak with Elder Idis. I believe your services will be most helpful in our further quest for the truth. Well, this is good. So, even though she's still out here standing around, like you would think in this situation, if she's so fatigued and so like unable to carry out basic tasks, you would think that the game would actually like relocate her inside of like the Howling Pine Inn where she's like up in a bed. Like that would make more sense than having her still standing out there by the portal, just exerting more energy by standing. I know what that's like. When my brother got married, just me, like I had swine flu, and me, even though I was just standing there, being, the best man at the wedding, just standing there took all of my energy just to do that. So, I can see why it's stupid that she's still just hanging out up there instead of at least getting some bed rest. Whilst the Overseer searches for a cure, she asked for my assistance in deciphering the prophecy you uncovered. I am woe to say that the prophecy does not speak well of coming events. We are faced against a great evil, and the Praetox and Gorgine aggressions were only the beginning. However, all is not lost for us. The ancient prophecy uncovered in your tome speaks of 4 relics that will play an integral role in the coming chaos. Which sounds like a Final Fantasy thing, almost. I have confidence in you, young hero, and so I entrust unto you this task. I believe that my order may be safeguarding an artifact of great significance to this prophecy. We must study the wreath, but neither I nor my coven will dare retrieve it from the sacred site. I wish for you to retrieve this artifact from the sacred vaults. Be wary when you enter, for the undying spirits of our ancient order guard the vaults to this day. The being known as the Rotting Priest is the keeper of the relic. I entrust that you will not disturb our sacred earth more than you must to perform this task. Well, I hate to inform you exactly what that entails, because I'm going to go in there and I'm going to go guns a-blazing, or maybe bow a-blazing. I'm going to be kicking some serious ghost ass. That watermelon looks very strange. Look at that thing. It looks like it has like a Microsoft PowerPoint gradient on it. That is not a good look. Okay, so the sacred vaults, I believe, are in Tornwood Forest. Are they not? Lightfall Grove. Okay. Now then, we will go check that out. And hopefully, while we're at it, we'll come up on a new, well, maybe not, well, on a new secondary or maybe primary weapon. Who knows? That we can have, you know, ready to go when the time comes for, you know, dual wielding greatness. Because, oh god, it's just so cool. It's easily my favorite thing about this game. When it comes down to, you know, handling a couple of weapons at once, we will kill things so quickly, it's disgusting. Why is he fighting me from the ground? So yeah, just get ready for that. It really is something else. It's quite funny. There will be a time where, you know, where everything kind of evens itself out a little bit. I promise you there. Sacred Vaults, let's go. Yeah, there will be a time where things even out and you know, the enemies will kind of, you know, catch up a little bit. Oh god, the ghosts. The ghosts! I mean, I ain't afraid of no ghosts, that's for damn sure. God, the wailing noises are just so cool in here. Between the shrieking ghosts and, you know, the howling skeletons and just a freaking disheveled head. Oh, it's from, okay, it's from the statue. I thought it was just like a regular ass human head just hanging out. Oh boy, that would have been bad. Okay, so 6480, 4454, definitely not better. So what are we getting first here? The Druidic Wreath, that's right. Okay, well, let's move along here. There we go. Well, I can see over my phone. Oh, good. Oh, yeah, that's the news I needed to see. I've regained all of my lives for fucking Candy Crush again. Oh, I know. That's all you guys are probably doing the collective eye roll, like, oh, Candy Crush. Oh, God. And believe me, I'm having the same feeling just coursing through my brain at this point. The game, like, here's my thing with Candy Crush. Like, I don't really have a problem with it. I know that there's a lot of people that have an extreme, you know, loathing, not necessarily in or around the area of Las Vegas over it. But there's just, like, I love puzzle games, and I love, you know, the match 3, you know, puzzle games like Candy Crush. I've played it so many times, but it's just a game that as soon as I download it, it's like the only thing that I play for at least like a good 3 weeks, and it just like consumes me, and I hate it. Oh, I hate it. But I love it at the same time. It is one of the weirdest love-hate relationships with a game that I have. It just drives me fucking bonkers. But I don't know. It's just it kills me. The only game like that. Well, it's not even like that. The only game that I have a more toxic relationship in terms of, you know, if I download it, I feel just that ever-growing pile of self-loathing and hatred for my own being. Nice random brick wall, by the way. Is a game called Alchemy. Oh my god, I hate it so much. It is the worst. It's the best, but it's the worst. And it's a game, and like the premise behind it is really cool. you know? The premise behind it is awesome. Like, you start out with just the basic 4 elements. And you try to create as many things as possible by combining elements together. And so, you know, you start with, you know, water, fire, you know, earth, and I think wind is the other one there. And you just try to create as many things as you can. Like, it gets to a point where you're making, you know, like airplanes and, you know, like pneumonia and all this stuff. And, like, so the idea behind that is really cool, but, oh my god, it is the most frustrating game ever spawned. And I may be overstating that a little bit, but it is certainly highly annoying. And so, I remember the last time I downloaded it, Lige and I were the ones that were both afflicted by this. We both decided the same day that we were going to download it again, and we started playing it, and the whole time we would just occasionally look over at each other like, God damn it, why is this happening again? Why do we keep torturing ourselves with this damn game? And we eventually got to a point where we couldn't take it anymore, and we had to delete it again. And I've never gone back to it since. And within the last couple of days, it's been plaguing my mind again, like, should I go download it and see if I can come up with anything new that I haven't done yet? Because I haven't ever beaten the game yet. Like, that's the reason why I keep going back to it. Because, like, a part of me wants to actually complete the game, but the bigger part of me is like, don't you dare. Don't you dare. You know what'll happen if you do. P.S. These cool, like, ethereal shadow priest looking things are awesome. I still adore that texture so much. Oh, it's so awesome. It reminds me of Smoke from Mortal Kombat 3 a lot. Nope. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, you wanna throw down, huh? I think I already said this once, but I mean, they're ghosts. How can they inflict such damage, you know? Especially with me wearing armor, like, you wouldn't think they'd really be able to do much there. Like, you see things on, like, Ghost Adventures and all those other shows where, you know, people talk about, you know, getting assaulted by spirits, and you can see, like, you know, when they get, like, the lines and stuff on their neck, that's in, like, you know, the succession, like, there's, you know, they're in you know, patterns of 3 or whatever. And, you know, it's kind of crazy. But you would think it'd be a little bit different if your body was encased in armor, you know? Okay, let's see if we can go get one real quick. Ha 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 ha! That's really funny. I never thought about that. He totally looks like, this rotting priest guy totally looks like one of the prisoners from Full Metal Alchemist that had, like, the weird, he was another, like, empty suit of armor that they tried, you know, transmuting a soul into. And, you know, Ed had to fight against both of them. Yeah, he totally looks like that. He's just a little bit more, you know, athletic looking. Gosh, enough with the freezing crap, okay? Sheesh. I mean, I should probably be fighting him this way. Definitely much more effective. Especially considering that he can heal himself. There we go. We have now... You have now acquired the Druidic Wreath. After trekking through the dank and horrid depths of the ancient burial grounds and defeating the undying lord of the sacred vaults, you have finally obtained the ancient Druidic relic. It is a beautiful wreath of lush vines with fragrant flowers. Beads of dew still cling to the leaves and petals adorning the sacred object. Now that the relic is in hand, you feel it is urgent to take it to the Elder before it is damaged, or worse, claimed by Avon's enemies. Yeah, we definitely will. A superior obsidian halberd. Tight. I mean, I'm definitely not going to use it, but look at that damage. That damage is great. 148, that's what I'm talking about. We unfortunately didn't really find anything that's going to be useful for us here as far as a one-handed goes. This Convincer might be okay because of top-end damage, but other than that, not much. So I say we go back to Avon. We'll go take this thing to Elder Itis, or, you know, maybe, okay, so it's definitely not her. Which, what a name, by the way, Elder Itis. Like, it sounds like you're saying itis, like I-T-I-S, you know, signifying inflammation. So he's the inflammatory elder. We must go take him some aspirin along with this druidic wreath. All right, buddy. Let's go. Let's have a little chat here, shall we? Down the Nature's Path cereal area. Yes, this is indeed the Wreath of Continuance. Oh, okay. I thought it was the Druidic Wreath, but apparently it's something totally different. One of the 4 tools used by a once-forgotten order known as the Brotherhood of the Blade. Ha! Dun 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 dun! In a time when Avon was young, 4 heroes forged the Sacred Union to defend Avon and her people from an ancient threat. I'm still trying to piece together all of the facts, but I can say with confidence that this Brotherhood was a benevolent yet powerful force. It is written in the prophecy that the tools of the 4 sacred artifacts, one of which we now possess, are the key to our survival. I will inform the Overseer of this triumph, even though I could just go talk to her myself because I'm going that way. At once. It is evident that we must continue to pursue the remaining 3 artifacts. However, I wish more time to study the Brotherhood. Rushing into this task without certainty could prove disastrous. In the meantime, you'd best report to Templar Draven. He sent an urgent request for your services while you were engaged in the vaults. Well, I say we go check that out then. And oh good. We got the Robert Pattinson weapon. Good. Can't wait to see what it is. Damn, it looks tight. Holy smokes. Has a chance of instantly killing the enemy it hits. Oh man, we're gonna get a lot of use out of that. That is exactly the weapon we're looking for. That is fantastic. Did it say 13? Oh god, yes. That is amazing. We're gonna have everything that we need right on cue as we enable dual wielding in about 1/6 of a bar. So, oh boy, I am looking forward to this. Let's see what the Templar has to say. We'll go sell off our extra crap and then we'll gear up for next episode. Oh crap! I didn't mean to do that. Well, now we got to use, we have to do the summary instead. Defend the gates. Yet another enemy is challenging us. It seems that the whole world is out to get us. I must learn more about the Vroltok threat from Madame Diana. Perhaps I will be able to lend my aid once again to the defense of Avon and my brethren. Okay, let's go talk to Madame Diana real quick. God, didn't mean to, just like, oh hey Templar, what's going on? Madame Diana? Okay, see you later. Alright, what have we? What have we got from the lady in the grove? My scouts have located the encampment of the Vroltok general leading the assault on Merrill Rock Gates. You must act quickly and eliminate the general and his guards before they breach our defenses. You must take this with you. It will help you safely pass through the otherwise deadly pit in the northern Merrill Rock caverns. Go now, hero. The spirit of the wild will guide you to victory. The adamantine rope. Oh, good. That's what I'm talking about. That's a strong-ass rope. Like, why can't I just use a regular-ass rope? I mean, is there really, like, this big fear that the rope is going to snap while I'm just climbing down a hole? Because I'm assuming that's what we're doing with this. Can't imagine what we're going, like, cliff jumping or something. Alright, let's sell off our crap real quick that we don't need. So we can get rid of the convincer, we can get rid of the halberd, we can get rid of some tomahawks, and this bow, and the cudge, and the dag. That dagger would have been great if we were a berserker, but we are not, so it's not particularly necessary. Okay, so we'll hold on to that lambent crystal for a little bit, just because we might be able to use it for something, and then we can get rid of this turquoise hoop. Okay, let's check really quick just to see if there's any other things. Boots, we're already good on the boots. We're good on the chest piece. Good on both chest pieces. Ooh, a ferrous stone. Yeah, we'll take one of those. Why not? We got plenty of gold, so no sense in not having it. I don't know how many of these we already have, but I think we're probably fine. We've never really been in a pinch outside of the early part of the game as far as our quantity of potions go. So I think we're going to stop right here, guys. When we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Untold Legends Brotherhood of the Blade, we're going to head off to... we're going to go to Lightfall Grove, we're going to go to Merrill Rock North, and then we're going to make our way to Deadeye Ridge, which is a brand new zone that we have yet to discover. So that will be a pretty cool experiment. So until then, my friends, this is your host, LovelyCheesePizza, saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Take it easy.